Hello everyone, my name is Suman Dua and I'm a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. We make videos every week in regards to Australian migration, and if you are interested in this topic, you may wish to subscribe to our channel. In this video today, we will be talking about employer-sponsored visa options for childcare workers through the DAMA agreement. For those graduates of childcare qualifications, you are likely aware that to pursue general skills migration, you need to have been working as a childcare centre manager or room leader. Often it is not possible to obtain this level of work experience as a new graduate, so you may have only been able to secure work as a childcare worker. But did you know that the occupation of childcare worker is available for employer sponsorship under most DAMA agreements? DAMAs allow certain designated areas to sponsor their employees in occupations not usually available for the employer-sponsored visa program. You will need a skills assessment as a childcare worker, and for most DAMAs, skills are assessed under this occupation by ACQA. The general requirements for most DAMAs are ACQA Nationally Approved Certificate 3 level or higher, early childhood education and care qualification, along with 1 year of full-time work experience. Requirements vary depending on the location of your sponsoring employer, so we may recommend you to contact us to determine the exact requirements. Now please note that DAMAs are operating in each state territory of Australia, and even family daycare worker is available in certain areas of Western Australia, namely under the Goldfields DAMA. DAMA, which is a designated area migration agreement, is a type of labour agreement. Labour agreements are work agreements that enable approved employers to sponsor skilled and semi-skilled overseas workers for positions they are unable to fill with local workers and in response to identified market shortages. These agreements are negotiated between the department and employers or industrial associations. Other types of labour agreements also include company-specific labour agreements, project agreements, global talent scheme agreements, and industry labour agreements. DAMAs are labour agreements between a designated area representative, also known as DAR, and the Australian government, and provide access to additional occupations and concessions to standard migration programs under the Temporary Skills Shortage Visa, which is subclass 482, Skilled Employer Sponsored Regional Visa, which is subclass 494, Employer Nomination Scheme, which is subclass 186. Once a DAMA is in place, local businesses can apply for endorsement and enter into individual labour agreements under the conditions of the relevant DAMA. Do you know that as an employer of childcare centre, you can provide employer sponsorship under a DAMA or company-specific labour agreement? If your childcare centre business is finding it difficult to fill positions and retain childcare workers, you may wish to consider employer sponsorship options. If you operate in regional Australia, that is outside Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane, you may be eligible to access one of the many DAMAs across Australia to provide sponsorship for support workers. In doing so, you will be able to retain that employee for at least 3 years in the subclass 494 visa. There are currently 12 DAMAs in place. So these regions are Adelaide City Technology and Innovation Advancement, East Kimberley, Western Australia, Far North Queensland, Goulburn Valley, which is in Victoria, Great South Coast, Victoria, Northern Territory, Orana, which is in New South Wales, Pilbara, which is in Western Australia, South Australia Regional, Southwest, which is in Western Australia, the Goldfields, Western Australia, Townsville, Queensland. DAMAs may contain age concessions, English concessions, or the TSMIT concessions that allow your employees to be sponsored even when they do not meet the minimum eligibility for the employer-sponsored visas. In addition to the use of DAMAs, your business can set up a company-specific labour agreement to provide sponsorship to employees and future employees, including those outside Australia, where their occupations are not on the usual occupation list. What this means is that if your business is struggling to retain employees across occupations that are not available for sponsorship via the usual pathways, you can seek permission via a labour agreement to bring these employees to Australia, or keep them if they are already working for you. If you're a childcare centre looking to sponsor childcare workers in Australia and operating in one of the DAMA regions, please get in touch with us. Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.